Welcome to the distinguished delegates. In particular, I would extend a special welcome to colleagues who are joining us for the first time. On behalf of the delegations, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to our host, the Government of Maldives, for the warm hospitality and for the excellent arrangements made for our meetings. For us coming from the cool temperatures of the Himalayas, it is a dream and a pleasure to be here in the warmth and sunny surroundings of the beautiful Adu city, south of the equator and in the midst of the Indian Ocean. Distinguished delegates, I recall with satisfaction our last session in February 2011 in Thimphu, where we had very useful discussions and exchange of views on advancing our agenda of cooperation. I now invite your attention to agenda item number 2, which is the adoption of the agenda for our session. The provisional and annotated agenda are contained in documents number SAARC/Summit 17 SC39 1 and 2 respectively. If any delegation has any views on the provisional agenda, the floor is open. If there are no comments, then the agenda is adopted as discussed and proposed. Excellencies, on agenda item 3, in accordance with past practice, I would like to propose His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Nasir, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Maldives, as the chairperson of the 39th session of the Standing Committee by acclamation. Thank you, Excellencies. Before I relinquish the seat, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Member States and the SAARC Secretariat for the kind guidance, support and cooperation that I received during Bhutan's tenure as the chair. Your support has enabled our association to make significant progress in taking the SAARC process forward. I am sure that the Member States will render similar support to my successor, His Excellency the Permanent Secretary of the Maldives. It is now my pleasure to invite His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Nasir of the Maldives to take over the chair of the Standing Committee.
Madam Secretary General, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. It is a great honor and privilege for electing me as the chairperson of the 39th session of the Standing Committee. I have no doubt that with your cooperation and Vice Council, I will be able to discharge my responsibilities in the best interest of the association. As a member of the host country, let me take this opportunity to welcome all the delegates, all my colleagues to the Maldives and to this beautiful city of Adu. I wish your stay enjoyable and most memorable. May I also take this opportunity to welcome Madam Secretary General to our very first Standing Committee. We have every confidence that with her Vice Council and cooperation, we will be able to discharge our responsibilities effectively. I would also like to welcome all the new foreign secretaries that have joined with us today. I thank His Excellency, Mr. Do Pinjo, Foreign Secretary of the Royal Government of Bhutan, for the excellent work that he has done during his tenure as the chairman of the Standing Committee. I'm greatly touched by the kind words and friendly sentiments expressed by the outgoing chair, for me personally and for my government. With regard to the work ahead of us, let me assure Your Excellencies of full cooperation from me and the delegation of Maldives for a successful outcome. May I now draw your attention to the next item of the agenda, consideration of the Secretary General's periodic analytical report. In consideration with this agenda item, the committee has before it the report of the Secretary General on the activities of the association, which is contained in document number 13 of the Standing Committee. May I now invite Madam Secretary General to present the report to the Standing Committee. Madam Secretary General, you have the floor, madam. Before I invite the Secretary General, I would kindly request the media to leave us so that we could slowly continue with our agenda items. I would really highly appreciate for that, since the meeting